LOL, why is there a coochie doctor? Is that a joke? Do you hate women? What do you mean, why is there a coochie doctor? The same reason there's a penis doctor. Because it's necessary. My ex had a male one. Some application, cash at me. That's what that is. Well, thankfully for me personally, well, guys, I'm gonna piggyback off of that in a second. My gynecologist is the midwife that delivered me. It was the first person to touch me and like hand me to my mother. So small town perks. As also she was like, you have acid reflux. I'm like, I remember that. But yes, female doctors are much more likely to take you seriously, especially as a woman. Med students and doctors in training are literally taught that women are like just really anxious and that everything's most likely anxiety, and it's probably not worst case scenario. Hello. So we're just treated like everything's a matter of anxiety. For PMS. It's sad, but the only male doctor that ever took me seriously was an autistic man. Which, hey, me too. I'm not a man, but I am autistic. So, like, he was very cool. Other than that, I've never had a male doctor, like, actually. They just accuse me of, like wanting drugs. And I'm like, I would not fake an ear infection for drugs. Like, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. Amber, hello. Acoustic, oh, you're so funny. As a med student, that's not true, at least in New Mexico. I've talked to multiple med students in my personal life that have verified that information. It is true, though. That's anecdotal. Depending on state government, there are different teachings. I've talked to people in my area who have said this. So you can't say it's not true just because you haven't been taught that. Every facility is different. Every university is different. You can't just say, like, oh, in absolutes, that's not true. Because it is. It is. In New England, it definitely is. That's why I said at least in New Mexico. There's somebody else in chat who said as a nurse in training, that's not true. Yeah, so I was talking to them. Appreciate it. Appreciate the gift. I try. My kitten's just sitting on my ring light. It's crazy. I'm just confused by what you mean. Do you think it's more normal to have a male gyno? I think if you have the preference, most people would choose a female gyno. You played yourself? How do you figure? I am from Connecticut. I haven't been able to get help for it for that reason. What would you rate yourself 1 to 10? 10. Because I'm not a piece of shit. Just saying. A little bit of ringing in ears, but it's more like it feels like I have water in both ears. Yeah, I think unsolicited ratings of a woman's appearance is very indicative of misogyny, and people don't do the same thing to men. They'll love to say they do, but in all actuality, they don't. Women are held to a much higher standard for whatever fucking reason. I'm definitely gonna have to say that I don't think any feature is inherently ugly. All these things are subjective, and if I'm not a 10, then I don't know what is. 10, wow, okay? I mean, my nose is the only thing that I'm really not too sure about, but I've never seen anything quite like it, so I think that gives me uniqueness points, because that's usually what they look for in modeling. I have a long torso. I really think I'm pretty good looking. I mean, my teeth are decently white. I don't think I'm delusional for saying that, and if you think I'm delusional for saying I'm a 10, then quickly tell me what's wrong with the way that I look. I'd rate you as a 6 in my opinion. That's why you've been here for 30 minutes staring at me? Okay. Like, okay, I'll play along. I appreciate it. You are 5'7"? I am not. There are different kinds of modeling than runway modeling. I am 5'2", which is so sad. That means I have shorter legs, because my height is all in torso. I love that. I love a long torso, but I wish I had long legs too. And for all the people who are sad that they have long, because thank you for the gift. People in my comments are always like, oh my god, I'm so sad that I have a short torso. That means you probably have long legs though. So like you have, it's a 50-50. Either way, you get a good feature. Heels. My legs are still kind of stubby, but you know, working on it. I don't know how to unstubby. but I appreciate it. Thank you. Long torso. No, but I got long legs. Having both is usually like a tall people thing. You're not tall. You're shorter than me, right? Tattoos, my first one. I want a spinal tat. I don't have any tattoos yet, but I don't know. Hey, the modeling industry is getting very inclusive these days, especially Victoria's Secret. I wonder if they're gonna start taking people with piercings, huh?